this hour, Wood County Hospital is marking a major milestone in Bowling Green. Tonight, the hospital is celebrating its 75th anniversary with a community leadership reception and ribbon cutting at its main entrance on West Wooster. The event brings together local leaders, doctors, donors, and business partners to look back on the hospital's history with an unveiling of a new history wall. Leaders say the goal is to keep the hospital strong and independent for future generations.
Real special sauce for the hospital is it was created to provide local access to care so people did not have to go to Toledo or Detroit or another city. And so we have worked really hard to bring a robust portfolio of services here so people do not have to travel.
The hospital also launched a capital campaign through the Wood County Hospital Foundation.